defeats outweighed in any assassin operation. When the Battle of Gettysburg broke out in July of 1863, the town of Gettysburg was turned upside down by the brutally that permeated the land. Since the vast majority of Union and Confederate troops to try Union and Confederate soldiers were young men, there were instances that some of them attempted to abandon their posts and go into hiding. On such occasion involved 3 Confederate troops who tried to invade the war by dodging Union artillery. Marching with north near Sachs conference, they were soon discovered as belonging to the South were permanently made an example. It is argued as to whether they were spies, deserters, or outright traitors. Regardless, these 3 young men were hung from the bridge's wooden support beams, ensuring that any Confederate passing through would see the executed men, thereby serving a warning. Sadly, this is only the tip of the proverbial iceberg when it comes to harrowing accounts that would take place during the infamous Battle of Gettysburg. As part of the American Civil War, it saw tens of thousands of lives lost at the line of duty. Largely considered to be the bloodiest of any infighting to ever take place on American soil. Much of Gettysburg became indulgent with all things war. Homes, businesses, and even schools were taken over by military forces to function as makeshift hospitals and command headquarters. Civilians sprang into action to assist in attending to the wounded as bullets spread from every direction. It was a trying time to say the least. The body count soon started rising to what seemed like innumerable heights. The makeshift centers were outcrowded with both the dead and injured. It's because of this that Pennsylvania is known as the most haunted places in the country. Fortunately, the overall outcome of the American Civil War, the Battle of Gettysburg, served as the ultimate turning point. Due to a series of events leading up to Gettysburg, Confederate Colonel Robert E. Lee that soon found himself with a great increased army. He waited for a Union counterattack supposedly coming his way on the 4th of July, but the attack never came. Outnumbered and outgunned, Lee withdrew from what few soldiers he had left in a minute retreat due to Union General George Meade. The Union was victorious in the Battle of Gettysburg, where the war was nearly over. Many people would later criticize Meade for sparing the lives of Lee and his remaining troops, as he had decided not to pursue any further fighting. Meade's experience would prove that doing so would have little effect, if any. The Confederacy was already defeated, and any additional killing would have been grossly unnecessary. At this juncture in the war, both Union and Confederate forces had already lost nearly 50,000 lives. General Meade seen enough death. The North would go on to rejoice in the bittersweet victory, while the South would mourn. The hopes of foreign recognition were never gone. Crushed by his defeat, Colonial Lee would try resigning from command, but Confederate President Jefferson Davis would not allow it, as he had convinced the colonials. And the president was correct in his assumptions. Colonial Lee would go on to gain victories in many other battles. With the Union victorious, President Abraham Lincoln would go on to deliver one of the nation's greatest speeches with the iconic Gettysburg Address. Here he would redirect the tragedy of the Union's vision, now aimed at fighting liberty and equality among the people. The final words of his rare speech eerily foreshadowed the hauntings that were later pervaded Gettysburg. On November 19, 1863, Lincoln would end his address by saying, "The brave men, living and dead, who struggle here, have considered it far above our poor power to add to detract. The world with little know nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us the living rather to be decided here to the unfinished work which they fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It's rather for us to stay here decided the great task remaining before us, that for these honored men take increased division, to cause of for which they brave at the least full measure of division. They were highly resolved that these dead shall not die in vain, that this nation under God shall have new birth of freedom, that the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth." Such noble and yet chilling words spoken from our former president. It would appear that the dead took this well to heart, for it seems that they will never forever inhabit the lands of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So often do ghostly activities occur here that has granted the attention of many popular paranormal investigators and television series. While the many haunted locations throughout Gettysburg and plenty of attention, the Sachs covered bridge had become an icon and hotspot for otherworldly sightings and paranormal encounters. Its captivating beauty further draws outsiders to experience its mysterious charm. In the daylight, the bridge is fully a picturesque scene with stunning streams of water and elegant wooden construction. Once under the cover of night, however, the atmosphere quickly changes to a rather frightening setting. Many witnesses have come forward to report sightings of three disembodied heads floating on the bridge. Under the dim moonlight, the pictures have captured what appears to be a ghostly apparitions of three Confederate soldiers. The strong scent of cigar smoke and had also been detected by guests, as if a soldier or general from years ago still patrolled the area. Visitors have also been rattled by a tap on their shoulder, only to find that there is no one there with them. The sound of distant gunfire is heard when on the bridge at night. This could easily be attributed to some hunting in nearby woods, but no safe gunshots are often accompanied by cannon fire. Throughout Gettysburg, tourists and lovers of the paranormal will find many locations to satisfy their curiosities, but none are quite as astonishing as the Sachs covered bridge. Its beauty only matched by its horror. Preserved for nearly 200 years, this haunted crossing bridge stands as a historical reminder of life during the 19th century, and the many French soldiers who used it during the Battle of Gettysburg. Now, because the reason why I said holy shit is because, God, I wish I knew how to put. Can you guys comment down below and tell me how I can insert logos to my videos so I can do it in future videos, please? Because there are so many photos I want to share with you, and I cannot not because, like, maybe I actually have this one on my phone. Hopefully it will be easier to see. So, when I was at the Sachs Bridge, and when I was in Gettysburg, was that at the bridge? No, it was not in a not at that one. I thought I did. So, when I was at the Sachs Bridge, the last time I was in Gettysburg, and the first time when I was there, the first time nothing really happened. But last year when I was there, nothing really happened either. However, we did hear a few things, but we easily chalked it up to regular nature noises. But I swear I didn't say this to my mom because at the time we were just really tired, and we went back to our hotel after the investigation. But I swear I heard the sound of a horse, or at least the sound of the horse feet or hooves, whatever you want to say. And then I looked back at my picture. There is a figure of a spirit of a horse spirit's head, what looks like a horse head, and a head of a soldier. And there are no lights there that could make these things look like what I saw. I know Matrix scene is a thing, and I know it was late at night too, but I swear to all of you, it looked like a head of a horse and a head of a soldier. And it actually looked like the soldier was on the horse, which I wouldn't be surprised. So, yeah, I actually want to go back because I want to get more pictures, and I want to hear the gunfire and the cannon fire. I want to hear that. But maybe I have to be there like late at night, like around 4 in the morning, like everything else. But I want to hear the gunfire. Call me crazy, but maybe I am crazy, but I want to hear the gunfire. And I'm not sure if we did hear it. Maybe we did, maybe not. I don't know. But the Sachs Bridge is as beautiful as they say it is. And the picture that I'm going to use for the thumbnail is actually one of my own pictures from the bridge. Maybe I used the one with the spirit on the head. Maybe. I don't know. But thank you for watching my videos. Please like, comment, and subscribe. As always, I am Haunting World, and this is my channel. As always, Haunting World is speaking. Until next time, listen to me.